Now, we've asked listeners and viewers to send in their business problems for us to solve. This one is sort of relevant to that. I won't give a name to it, and you'll understand why. This person has written in and said, I have fallen out of love with my business. What can I do? Now, I'll give you my 10 penneth, and then you can give your 10 penneth. My answer to that would be, you can actually look at it at both ends of it. And I think the first two questions you'd have to ask yourself is, why did you launch the business in the first place? And is that still relevant? And what is the why of the business? You know, why is the business there? What's it doing? All that sort of stuff. And if those two things are not still there, then yeah, it might actually be time to hold your hands up and jack it in. Conversely, I would look at it from the other end. And I had a client recently who had the same problem, and actually said, well, okay, what is it that's making you fall out of love with the business? And actually attack that. And the client I dealt with, his business had just got overwhelmed with it. And all he needed to do, and I helped him do this, was sit back, put together a strategy and go, right, okay, you've got a clear strategy back again. So they would be my two ways of solving that problem. George, what would your solution to I have fallen out of love with my business be?
Yeah, it does kind of lead on to what I was just saying quite well, because I think for me, it is about the why are you feeling like that? Because as I've just said, there's been times where I have been really struggling and just like, gosh, I don't think I can do this on my own. You know, I'm not sure I can get this funding. I'm not sure. And I have to just treat everything as a problem that can be solved. And if you can't solve it, then you have to think, right, there's nothing else you can do. You might have to then, you know, think about stopping. So I think there's a number of things. It could be because something's stressing you out, you know, and you're not really sure. You're just very, very stressed. There could be multiple things. It could be one thing. It could be that you're overwhelmed, which at times that's kind of probably the feeling that I've had the most. As you've said, the person you're speaking to felt like that. Is something just not working? You know, are you marketing? Have you tested something and it's just not working, but you're like, but this did. So, or we've proved product market fit, but this bit's not working. Like, is it something that's broken? Or are you not passionate about the problem you're solving anymore? And like I said, that has kind of helped me get through those really tough times. If I wasn't passionate about the thing I was solving, and if it hadn't happened to me and I wasn't on such a mission, then I don't know how I'd have got through some of those stages. So are you passionate about the business? Are you passionate about what you're trying to solve? And if you're not anymore, I don't think that can be solved. I think you can break down, is something stressing you out? I think you can break down the I'm overwhelmed. What is it? Let's lay it out. Let's see how we can get people to help. Let's come together as a team. Let's change our strategy. Is something not working? Again, change the strategy, talk about it. But losing passion, I don't think you can solve that. I don't know how you rebuild that. So depending on what the business is, obviously you can't really comment too much. But for me, I think if I lost passion and didn't care about the problem anymore, I wouldn't be able to put the work in that's needed to make a success of the business. So yeah, I'd probably say like, maybe this isn't for me anymore, and whether that's someone else taking over the business, so that you keep, you know, kind of your vision going, but someone else is taking over, which is a really good thing in some cases.
Great advice there, George. Thank you. So if hopefully that helps. And I say, can't name the name, obviously. But if anybody else wants to send in their business problem for the next business surgery, just drop me an email, phil@leedsbusinesspodcast.com, and me and a future guest will hopefully solve your problem.